Good morning.
And how are you this morning? Hopefully you all had a wonderful, wonderful week. Now, for some of you, you were at home and working and all over. And then for some of you, you were at the tree. And we can't wait to hear about what everybody was doing. So me and Robert are here. It's Saturday. Everybody's always a bit bleary-eyed on a Saturday, but I've been up since before 8 o'clock. And Robert, have you been up for a little while as well?
About 7:30.
Oh, wow.
And Gary was actually awake with me, which was nice because normally I have to get up and tiptoe around, and he usually gets up around about now as we're starting. But no, he was up with me, so that was good.
Oh, fabulous. So anyway, I hope you've had a lovely week, and the rules are, you know the rules by now. Hopefully you've got a cup of something nice. What have you got this morning, Robert?
Just tea.
Cup of tea. I've got a cup of tea, and I'm christening this. So I've got some cordial in that. I bought it a few weeks ago from a local yarn shop in Pudsey. So I thought I'll try it. So yeah, hopefully you've got that. And I've got so much wool at the side of me. Honestly, I've got so much wool at the side of me. And I need to think of a new project. But I am going to, what's in the envelope? I'm going to have a look at that pattern. And it may be that pattern that I'm doing or another one. So we'll have a look. So we know what happens on a Saturday. Everybody starts to arrive late. We will say some good mornings to people. Now, are we saying the rules anymore about hello, YouTube?
Well, we've still got 2 episodes left, so we should, in theory, yeah.
So hello, everybody. You can see us, but we can't see you. So you don't need your makeup on or even your clothes on to watch us.
Well, I don't know, because I can see Brigitte in her nightwear.
Don't do that.
I'm kidding.
Don't scare that, honestly. He's lying. We can't see you. You saw. We can't see anyone. Naughty boy. You can tell Robert's been up since 7:30. His mischievous side's woken up as well. So anyway, yeah, you can see us, but we can't see you. There's a chat box on the right-hand side if you're watching us live. And please, 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 write in there. Say what you're working on, what you're drinking at the moment, how your week's been, and get to know everybody. And if you're watching us on replay, hello. We will read out the chat box because you can't see that. And hello to everyone on YouTube. This could be here in 100 years' time. Who knows? But you won't be able to see the chat box either. And if you're on your mobile phone, then you have to swipe left or swipe right. Who knows what you have to do, but you just need to swipe to be able to see the chat box, and then swipe it back to be able to see us. We are going to show you Facebook in a little bit, and we are going to have a little musical interlude, although you won't be able to watch that if you're on YouTube. Because you have to edit it out.
We do.
So, shall we say? Sorry. Shall we say some good morning?
Yes, let's.
Bottom to top, we have a list of people who are watching at the moment. And as I said, Saturday morning is one of those things that people always think, oh, it's Frogs or Goggle time or Gogglefrogs time. So there'll be people coming on later. However, good morning, Safi. How are you?
Morning, Safi.
Hopefully you've had a lovely week. And hello, Lindy. How are you?
Hi, Lindy.
Hopefully you've got home safely. And hello, Joe. Lovely
Joe.
of you to come in today again. And good morning, Grace. How are you doing?
Hi, Grace.
And good morning, Brigitte. How are you and Rod?
Good morning, Mrs. Gogglefrog number 1.
And hello, Amber.
Hello,
all the way over in New York State, across that tiny little pond that's between us and the US of A. And hello to Princess Curtain Crusher too.
Definitely. And before we move on, Amber, we know you're not likely to be with us on Wednesday evening, but hopefully you'll watch the replay. Can we just say thank you so much for joining us over all these episodes? It's been a pleasure every Saturday morning to see your name pop up and know that we've reached many, many, many corners of the world now. So thank you very much.
Yeah, it's been amazing. And please give Princess Curtain Crusher a huge, 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 huge cuddle from all of us. And Amber will still be with us in the Facebook group, Gogglefrogs Craft and Natter, as Amber and Tracy are now admins of that group, and that group will continue. So you're going to be able to still get to know each other. It's not about getting people, it's about getting lovely people in that group, of which all of you are. So if you'd like to join, there's a few questions, and Tracy and Amber are doing a sterling job, just making sure that the right people come into the group. So yes.
And I now have to be really careful about what I post, because not only have I got one sister in the group, I've now got both sisters in the group.
Oh dear. Right. So we just before I said we had our retreat this week, and there was a local yarn shop, and I know that we took yarn as well, but I'd got in touch with the yarn shop beforehand, and I said, we may have a few people coming in this week because we've got a retreat. So it was just a huge thank you from Rachel from that local yarn shop, which is You Wool Shop. She loved meeting all of you. So thank you if you went in there and sprinkled a few of our yarn pennies a little bit wider than we normally do. So she really appreciated it. She loved meeting you as well. And it was a lovely shop. It's so amazing to go into a different shop, isn't it? Because there's different samples in there, different colours. I mean, we've been selling king cole, but oh my word, like the king cole in there, it's just like, I've never seen this before, because no one has the whole range. So it was really good for us. And there was a pattern I wanted, and it wasn't in the shop. And she said, I think it might be in tomorrow. Anyway, she messaged me yesterday to say, Angela, I think you're already home. So she's already posted it to me, and it's here. But I can't remember what pattern it is, so I'm not going to open it live on the show today. So actually, I don't like the pattern or a sample, but yeah, I'm going to see what it is. So I'll open that in a little while, and you can see what the pattern was. But bless her, it came in yesterday. She got it in the post yesterday, and it's here today. So that's brilliant. Robert?
I'm here. I've got a weird noise coming from somewhere, and I'm just trying to work out where it's coming from.
Oh, all right. Okay.
Sorry.
No, don't worry. Sorry, I'm drinking a little bit today because I can tell I've got it's hay fever season, and my whole throat is like itchy, tickly. So never mind. That's why I will keep going, because I don't want it to tickle too much. And I want to know which project I'm going to start. Is it going to be with this wool, or is it going to be with this wool? Who knows? Ooh. There we go. Let's see what's in the envelope, shall we? Oh, right.
Should we do some chat?
Yes.
So Grace starts us off by saying good morning. Safi says good morning. Lindy says good morning, everybody. Safi says love the cup. Amber says good morning, everyone, from Princess Curtain Crusher. Brigitte says morning peeps, episode 344. And then she says laptop playing silly what's it's, so she's on her phone for now. Rose says good morning. Amber says she's working on a dishcloth for charity. Georgie says good morning. Morning, Georgie. She says you are welcome, and it's been a joy to get to know all of you. Lindy says she's just doing the Pico cast on for the first fingerless glove.
So that's out the patterns. There's the bias scarf, and then there's the 2 fingerless gloves. And I said, finish your first ball, then do your gloves out of the second ball, and then you know how much you've got left to finish your bias scarf with. So fabulous. And embrace difference, Lindy. You'll have 2 totally odd gloves, and it's brilliant wearing them.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
And then Brigitte says she thinks it's an okie dokie day today. And then she said that I disappeared on her phone. Well, hopefully I'll come back at some point. And then Tracy has just joined. Good morning, Tracy. She says, morning. Sorry I'm late. My iPad wouldn't update emails, so didn't have the link. You can use your old links. So if you ever, on Wednesday, if you need it, you can use any of the old links. It's a link unique to you. It doesn't generate every day. It just sends you a reminder every day. There we go. And apparently it's Gin and Knit in Public Day. What a great day.
And it's sunny. Oh my word. We're all going to be rather tipsy, have a few holes in our knitting, and possibly get a little bit of sunburn. Who knows? So can I open this now, please? I want because when the music happens, right. So this is what arrived this morning. So the yarn shop in, where were we? Stamford. There was a pattern I liked. It came in yesterday after I'd left, and she sent it in the post to me. So let me open up, because I can't even remember which one it was. Oh, I remember now. Fabulous. And this is a beautiful little jumper. Oh, look at that. I just loved it. It was so lovely. And I think that took 1.5 balls. That little, so, oh no, that's a 1 ball project. 2 It is in it designs. Oh my word, let me have a look.
See, Marion bought some, and she said that it was a 1 ball jumper as well. And I'm thinking, it can't be.
It is. It's so fine. It is like a 4-ply. No, it's a lace weight. However, it's quite fluffy. It's acrylic, but you knit it on 5mm needles. So that's why it's beautiful, floaty. It is absolutely something to wear. Not in the height of summer, but yeah, this is a 1 ball or at maximum 2 balls. So I'm gonna knit this. Do I do a tank top or do I do a jumper? But yeah, that tank top was in the shop and she handed it in and I went, oh my God, that's gorgeous. She says, yeah, it's 1 ball. And I just thought, oh my word. So that's one of them. So I bought 2 balls just in case I wanted to do the jumper. So that is it. This and this charm is what I'm doing. And you know me, I am not a Stylecraft fan, but this is now the second Stylecraft that I'm really, really, really happy with.
So, sorry to burst your bubble. It's got a mohair mix in it, so make sure you really try the old
Okay,
thingy test before you spend all that time knitting it, or even start knitting it, because knitting it might be a problem in the first place.
It's 5% mohair. So what I will say, there's
Still
different
mohair.
types of I know. I'm fine with mohair that's in Noro, but we'll see. But hey ho. Anyway, this is what I'm working on. The patterns arrived, so I'm really, 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 really happy. Shall I do it? Do you know what? I'm doing the jumper. I've decided I'm doing the jumper.
Okay. If that needs unpicking at any point, I can't help you.
It's fine. It'll go on the fire. You know me. I don't unpick. I do. I frog certain things, but if things really annoy me, then it's like totally different. All right. So yeah. But I'm loving this.
Before we do music, I'm just going to read this last chat so that when we come back from music, we're fresh with chat. So Tracy says she went to their website this morning. There's some free download patterns, and she's also found the jumper that was in the window in their knitted in their patterns. So she may have to order it now.
And that one, I don't know what that pattern was. I need to have a look for that pattern.
When you place your order, Tracy, just make sure you say that you were part of the retreat that was there on during the week.
Yeah.
Just that she knows.
Oh my God.
Have you just
I have no
pulled
idea
out the middle?
Well, I don't. No, I'm going from the outside. You know me. It's very fluffy. This definitely needs to go in a carrier bag pretty quickly. But oh my God, I'm so excited. I am starting a project, and this project is for me. What?
And as for all the other projects that are currently on needles?
Wow. You know.
Okay. Fine. Right, I'm gonna go to music if that's okay. So, I did warn you on Saturday. Today is a don't wear mascara day, and I can see Mrs. Goggles has put lots on.
You wouldn't want to see me without.
Well, I have a feeling we might see with train tracks by the end of it. So, as you know, we are wrapping up on Wednesday. It will be our last show, and we have some really special musical interludes for Wednesday. We have 4 of them planned, one to start with, and then we're each going to pick a different song as we go through for various reasons. And then the 5 before it, myself, Marion, Lindy, Brigitte have all picked one, and today is Mrs. Gogglefrog's turn. And I thought it only fitting, seeing as the whole concept started with Mrs. Goggles, that we finish the musical interludes with Mrs. Goggles' favourites. So today you're going to see 3 musical interludes, and the last one is quite a special one. So here we go. Enjoy. Sorry.
Oh my God. Oh, didn't quite realise the words on that one either.
I've really listened. I couldn't find it yesterday, could I? And I messaged you to say
no.
And then I thought, oh, of course you got it. And then I was watching the replay back, and I was watching you. And again, I wasn't really listening. And then this morning, I was trying to watch you on the replay, and then I was listening to the words. And, oh dear, right. Sorry.
No. I'm breathe.
And it's not Wednesday yet. What's it going to be like?
Oh, don't know.
Anyway.
Oh my word. Yeah. So it's oh my word. Yeah. So that's a medley. An absolute medley, and it was really weird. Like there is no way I'd have ever seen that music with the marbles, whatever it was. I have no idea what that contraption was that chap had, but it's absolutely amazing. The music is just incredible, and I always remember it that I heard it on Gogglefrogs. It was some random thing that was that came up. And then Robert said to me, "Oh, I like that last one's my husband singing." Okay, so, and Robert said, "Oh, it's like the link's no longer public, so I must put it on like, you can't just listen to his music." I said, "Oh, never mind, just do Golden Brown." And then I was thinking, I had the tune going through my head, Golden Brown, never a frown with Golden Brown. I was thinking, never a frown with Gogglefrogs. So now I can't think of the blinking thing, never a frown with Gogglefrogs. And I've just replaced the words all the time. So that was lovely. And I didn't think you were going to play like that. And also never listening to the words properly again. Or rather, I've listened to the words, but how appropriate. Because, it is almost curtain down. So it's just like, oh, thank you for, thankfully my eyeliner is still in place, but my eyes are all puffy now. So hopefully you enjoyed that at home. And yes. Oh. Cheers to everybody. Thank you, Robert. I don't think anybody else has made me cry as much in 2.5 years with music.
Oh dear. And it's still Wednesday.
I know. There is still Wednesday. And I was sat thinking, I'll just cast on while we're listening to the music. No chance of that. Oh dear. Right. I couldn't even see the pattern to see what needles I needed. That's how hard it was.
Georgie says,
I know the tears are
going. Georgie says, Angela, if it needs unpicking, she will do it. It just don't pull it. You have to do it gently. She's currently using the same yarn on her virus shawl, and she has the hang of how to unpick it because she's had to do it a couple of times. Tracy says, Angela, you're doing well. Can see you battling hard with those tears. And then she says, blinking Robert, and she says, "Glad you can't see me. Tears are flowing."
Oh,
Lindy says, "Oh dear, I'm welling up." Amber says, "Lovely." Lindy says, "What a brilliant song from Alan. So fitting to be part of the Gogglefrogs swan song." And Safi says, "It is a special song. I didn't realise it was your husband singing. Such a beautiful voice."
yes, yes. We have a garage full of yarn and a garage full of his CDs. It's hilarious. Oh dear. Right, I'll get myself back to being normal. I still can't find, you know, when you just think 5mm needles is what I need. So that'd be nice, won't it? You watch, I won't be able to find 5mm in here. I'm sure I took. What did I use 5mm needles for the other day? They're in a bag somewhere. Great. I don't have my
got a
5mm.
project on them.
Yeah, but what would I put on them? I'll have another one. I'll be able to find another one somewhere. So I will pop out just for a moment. I'm just going to find a pair of needles. Won't be a minute.
Okay. Right. While Mrs. Goggles is gone, if you would like to be part of Wednesday evening's show, and we have two options here: either pre-record a video and send it to me through Facebook or email, so that I can pop it on to say thank you to Mrs. Goggles because it was her idea for doing this. Or if you would like to come on live and say thank you in person, then please do let me know. And I don't quite know how the timings are going to work on Wednesday, but at some point I can bring you in and you can come on and say thank you yourself. Don't post anything in the chat because she gets to see the chat. It would be lovely to have some of you come and say thank you to her. So, what are your plans for Worldwide Knit in Public Day? Are you going somewhere to knit? Are you just going to sit on your doorstep and knit? Because technically that's still in public. Are you just not going to do anything? Which is probably like me, because we've got to do a tip run and we've got to, we're going to the cinema this evening. So, no knit in public for me today. Angela, are you doing anything for Knit in Public Day?
I don't think so. My plans weren't to do much today anyway, so I might just sit in the garden and do a little bit of knitting. I think we'll see. I hadn't by this afternoon. I don't think there'll be a right lot to do really out there in public. I think most people will have gone home. Brilliant. Sorry, I was looking for a pair of 5mm. Just found them.
Ah.
Brilliant.
Okay, well, it's official. I've now done more knitting than I did in 3 days at the retreat.
I know. In fact, other than
30 minutes.
Other than in the session, that's the only thing that I really did. And hello, Mum. My mum's just joined in the other room.
Morning, Jean.
Tracy, where on earth is Dagnall? And if you go in, let me know. Me and my mum will come.
Brigitte's saying that her laptop has settled at last. That's good. Tracy says the Red Lion in Dagnall are advertising Knit in Public in their garden. Might pop over. Dagnall, is that's the one on the way to Hemel, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Lindy says, I've just excused myself from Reading branch meeting. Wanted time at home to catch up on various things. We'll sit in the garden after Gogglefrogs for a little bit of knitting time.
Yeah.
Staffy says, I tend to knit anywhere anyway, so nothing planned to go somewhere to knit in public today. And Tracy says, yes, it's on the way to Hemel. Safi says she thinks the Leeds Guild are, but she won't be joining them.
After I've found some 5mm, they're now asking me to do 4mm.
And Amber says she's knitting at a favourite ice cream shop later with a friend.
Oh, my word. Now, that does sound good.
Now, Amber, what's your favourite ice cream to have from that ice cream shop? I can guarantee that Mrs. Goggles will be something like mint choc chip.
Oh, I love chocolate. I love vanilla. I do not have chocolate. I don't have ice cream very often, but when I do, I love loads of different flavors. Like you know, when they do the little tiny scoops, like in Baskin Robbins, where you can have 10 or 12. I love doing that. So, but yeah, I don't have ice cream very often. But yeah, oh, lovely. Oh, right. Sorry, I'm just trying to see if the bottom of this. Yeah, follow with it. Brigitte, just want to double check. If I'm doing a really slouchy jumper like that, that looks as if there's no well. I need to do the Brigitte cast on, don't I? I'm just checking with 2 needles. I think that's what I do.
And Tracy says, Angela, did you pop to the market yesterday?
No, I popped to the. In the end, I didn't. We got off as we drove out. It was going a little bit cooler, but we did go to the farm shop in Cardington on the way back. So I did a little bit of a shop, but not a proper shop. I noticed, Tracy, that you bought a little bit yesterday. I saw a picture of a lovely cushion. So yeah, any other purchases? Show us. Right, okay. What am I doing? 4 mil cast on, 129. Thank you.
Brigitte says she's staying home to do a few jobs in the garden and stitch an 18th birthday card for her eldest granddaughter.
Oh, that's nice.
Amber says she's like Mrs. Goggles. And Tracy says the market was amazing. And then says, yes, Angela. Brigitte says, yes, Angela, cast on over 2 needles.
Perfect. I've started now. So this is not the long tail cast on with 2 needles anymore. This is the Brigitte cast on. And I do it all the time. I really like it because there's never it just works so lovely. And it's really stretchy on the bottom, but it's useless if you're doing something where you need a tight welt at the bottom, or for cuffs you have to go to a different one, because if not the cuffs will just come down. So sometimes you need that tension to stop them like going over the wrist. But lovely cast on. And it's really, really quick as well. I find this one of the quickest cast ons, she says. That's the second time I've had to pull that. Never mind. So we're both knitting, Robert.
I know. Amazing.
We haven't knitted for so long. Well, it feels as if it's for so long. But I was just, do you know what? I can't believe it. You know, when you go into a shop and you buy a pattern, you buy the wool, and because the pattern wasn't in the bag, I could not remember what I'd seen and loved. But I just think this beautiful colour will look amazing. So I can't wait to start this. And because it's done on 5 mils, I think it's going to be a quick knit as well. So much quicker than when you're knitting on 3.5s, 3.75. So really looking forward to it. Ah, dear. There we go. And I'll need to get this in a carrier bag. I will find one at some point. But they're huge. These are. I nearly said these are huge balls, and I did say these are huge balls, but that's quite a weird statement that you can only say in knitting, can't you? You can only say it in knitting circles. Right, now I know why it keeps going wrong. There we go. Get your 2 needles equal. There we go. I wonder over the last 2 and a bit years, how many projects we've all cast on combined. I wonder how many stitches we've all cast on combined.
Oh, wow.
It'll be in the millions, absolute millions.
Yeah.
And how many stitches we've frogged will be in the hundreds of thousands, probably, because there's a few full cardigans that have been frogged. I've done, but like, no. And I am going down to the gap.
But what happened to those cardigans?
Oh, they're back.
Mm.
They're in bags.
Mm. Who frogged
Yeah,
them?
you did. You frogged them. You put them into beautiful, beautiful cakes for me. And they're all sitting there.
I did one, didn't I? I did the jewel spun. That went into cakes. And then this was the other one, which you said I could keep because you didn't like it. And I understand why you don't like it. I can only do like maybe half a round and my hand's really hurting.
Yeah, I just don't know what it is about those big Aran balls.
It's really hard.
Yeah, and I think that's why, because when I started knitting again, they were such good value. So I bought all these things, but I couldn't actually work with them really well. And that's why I went off a lot of the brands. But you know, in my time of knitting, I've now found that, you know, the smaller balls I just think feel nicer in the hand. But this is almost the size of one of those Aran balls, but it's 200 grams. But it's a lace weight. It's a holy moly jumper. So hopefully this will be one that'll get finished. You know what? I'm actually thinking about what. Look.
Right. I think while you're trying to do that, I'll do Facebook.
Oh, are you? All right. Okay. Oh, can I just say, Splodgy Dodgy was so happy yesterday when we got home. So happy. And last night came up to me because she comes up and headbutts your hand. And if she does, that means you can rub her head with that side of your hand. You can't go like that with your palm. It freaks her out, but you can like that. And she's even let me go like this on her head for about 15 minutes last night. So she's really warming to us. On her terms, though. I can't do it in the morning.
I wonder if that's a cat thing, because if you go like that to Bex, he doesn't like it either. But if you do it like that or like that, he's fine. If you can see your palm, he doesn't like it.
Yeah, I wonder if it is. So if anyone knows, let us know. But yeah, it's like this whole, oh, get away from me, I'm scared. But even like that, because she can't see my palm, she's absolutely fine with that.
Yeah.
So, oh, that's interesting, isn't it? Let us know. Any scaredy cats that you've ever had?
It could also be a rescue cat thing, because Bex was a rescue. So I wonder if it's something to do with something when he was kitten.
Grabbing them. Because they do have to, you know, there's no easy way to do it. They're very scared. They get trapped in boxes, and then a vet has to do whatever to them, and it must be really, really scary for them. But yeah.
Anyway, right, let's do Facebook. So, first post from Mrs. Goggles says, let's welcome our new member, Michelle, to the group. Just spent a few days with Michelle at retreat. And if you didn't know, she's Robert's fab sister. Great to meet you and lovely of you to join us in Gogglefrogs land. Rebecca says, so tired but home safely and yarn unpacked. Made a tea no one would eat. Missing having a chef prepare my meals already. Planning to take my bias scarf to Worldwide Knit in Public Day event tomorrow. Too tired to knit or crochet tonight. Missing the happy chatter and positive outlook of everyone at the retreat. But we're glad to get some sleep in my own bed tonight. The bed at the retreat was very soft for me, but I slept quite well all in all. Jackie says, finally home from an absolutely fabulous few days away on the Gogglefrogs retreat. Thank you so much, Angela and Robert, for an enjoyable time. Lovely to catch up with everyone. Thank you to the lovely Brigitte for taking me to Burley House. And thank you to Linda P for the lift to Stamford Station. Stay safe and well all. Hope to see you all soon. George says, dear Angela and Robert and all the wonderful ladies who went on the Stamford retreat, thank you for a wonderful time. A special thank you to Jackie, Lindy, Tracy, Robert and Angela for looking after me this morning when I did my acrobatics. Thank you for being so lovely. I'm going to leave the pirouetting to the professionals from now on. Huge hugs to you all. Georgie, we're just glad that it didn't end up anything too serious. It could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, and the bruising will come out. It will hurt a little bit more today, and then a little bit more tomorrow, and then hopefully it will start to. Yeah, but it's so easy to trip over something, isn't it?
Yes. And then Brigitte says, and another thank you to Robert and everyone who helped me looking for my lost keys, which turned out to be not lost at all. Well, we knew they weren't lost because they had to be somewhere in the building. And what a scatterbrain I am for causing such mayhem. She's very sorry.
No, you're not.
No, it's fine. It happens to all of us, I promise. Tracy says, a massive thank you to Robert and Angela for a truly fantastic few days. It was so lovely and enjoyed all your company so much. Until next time, thank you all for such a great time. Linda says, just home. I made it to my Friday knitter natter first and showed them my yarny acquisitions. They loved our goodie bag yarn and they helped me come up with a way to use it too. Oh, that's good. Do share. Thanks to all. Yeah. It's been a fabulous few days with wonderful chats, idea swapping, inspiration and giggles. Brigitte says, I hope everyone is safely home again after the fabulous Gogglefrogs retreat. It was such fun to meet up and have this experience. Andrew and Robert, you are the hostess with the mostesses. Big thanks to everyone to make Rod feel part of the group. He really enjoyed your company. We enjoyed having him there as well. Janice says, could have done with one of these for Robert's scarf workshop. Shamelessly borrowed from another Facebook group. It says, sod off, I'm counting. Yes, there was a theme in my workshops. I don't think I actually told you, Angela, but every time I was trying to give the group an instruction, there was just chatter in the background. So in my morning group, because it was only 6 of them, I ended up going around individually and teaching them because they were all at various points. But in the afternoon group, I had to tell the naughty corner and those who were in the naughty corner know you're in the naughty corner to shut up. And then when they did finally stop, they found out that they could actually do what they were supposed to be doing.
Oh, bless them.
Deborah has flown home and she's about to go away again, all set for a weekend camping. Do enjoy. Tracy says she's missing having dinner cooked and served for me. Yes, I must admit we had takeaway last night because I wasn't cooking and Gary couldn't be bothered either. Louise says, safe journey to everyone travelling home from Stanford. It was lovely to meet you all. Look forward to seeing some finished projects with all that yarn. It was lovely to see you too, Louise. I hope your dog's okay. And then Angela's posted a picture of Splodgy when she got home.
Sat by my mum's feet, as usual, just sitting there. Kept checking that my mum was still there.
Here are Jackie's retreat purchases. So
I love those.
Brick that she bought, I'm guessing from the shop in town opposite the wall shop. And then this is all the lovely Gogglefrogs stuff that she bought. Some of it, though, is her workshop materials. So there we go. And then Marion has a lovely picture of Brigitte and Jackie.
Yeah, it is so lovely.
Tracy's welcoming my sister to the group.
Yeah, me and Tracy must have done it about the same time, or yes. I didn't see her. She did. Oh, so anyway, thank you so much to Tracy and Amber.
Yes, and then Tracy has shared this picture. This is something from the market that she was talking about. What a lovely dog!
Yeah, looks lovely, doesn't it?
I think that's the kind of dog that I want to have when Gary has retired, so that he's got somebody to keep him company during the day when I'm still working. I can't remember the name of that breed though, but I love the ears.
Isn't it a King Charles Spaniel?
Soft hair. I thought it was, but I'm not entirely convinced that it is. Anyway, Marion has said, Linda has shared a picture that says, Brigitte, not as good as I thought, but hopefully of use. This is Burley House, I believe. A tapestry of it. I'm not sure where the picture came from.
The dog is a field spaniel.
Ah, okay.
Thank you, Tracy. And it's the same as Tracy's dog.
Did we share this on Wednesday? We did, didn't we?
I don't know. I can't remember Wednesday night.
This is
I can, but I can't remember what was on.
This is the bias and just to show how the striping is never the same in the ball because
Go through it again because Amber wasn't on, was she?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
these are 4 of the same ball, same. This is Fjord, and it's a self-striping ferrule yarn, but this is the same color, 4 different balls being used to show how different the balls are. And then in this one here, we've got 5 of the same color, again showing different ways that they come up. So I just love that. That's amazing. And then Helen says, thank you so much, Robert and Angela. Stanford was wonderful, and you guys always go the extra mile for us all. You're welcome. My other sister, so the one that wasn't at Stanford, has posted this picture, which she's taken from another group, of this huge crocheted rug. I can only begin to imagine how difficult and how long that took. That's amazing.
Beautiful.
It is. Dawn says, back home, sat in the garden, contemplating all the jobs she needs to do and wishing she could just carry on knitting all afternoon. Thanks to everyone for making the past few days so lovely and enjoyable, and hope it's not too long before we can meet up again. And there's a picture of her by a scarf.
Yay.
Another picture of Rick. Viv has posted these pictures from Burley House Gardens. Beautiful snail. I'm guessing that's a fox. I'm not sure what he's made out of, though, whether it's wood or something else. It looks like it could be wood, but then I'm not sure how they've got it on the log. I can't remember the name of those either, but to me they look like huge lily pads. I know they're not in water, so they can't be. But yes, beautiful pictures. Thank you, Viv.
Sorry, 60.
And then we have lots of pictures of what was in the goodie bag. So we had a special pen created, so everybody got 2 pens. Obviously some chocolate, some biscuits to keep them going through the night, some Rington tea bags, the notebook, which had a handwritten note inside from us, and then we had this special wall made. I haven't got mine to hand; it's still in my suitcase.
Mine's here. I brought it in.
So Angela, when you finish, maybe if you just show everybody, unscan it and show everybody. But we called it Frog Gnarly because it was the last creation we were ever going to have made. And we put it all in a yellow bag, which had a lovely handwritten thank you note attached to it as well. Marion says,
it's got gold in it. It's got gold sparkle, and it's 200 grams, and it's lovely. So you can tell it's going to go with everybody's colourway.
Marion says, just back home from a fantastic few days with the Gogglefrog Retreat. Lovely to see you all. Thank you, Rob and Angela, for arranging it, and to Helen for taking me. Looking forward to seeing you all again soon, I hope. Linda has posted some pictures from Burley House. That is Viv, Pam, Linda with a Y, and Linda P, all grouped together, all looking gorgeous in their summery outfits. I have to say, it was a beautiful day, wasn't it?
It was stunning. The whole weather, the whole weekend. Sorry, keep saying weekend. It was like over 4 days. It was just amazing. We had lovely, lovely, lovely weather.
And the tour of the house, I know it was only a whistle-stop tour, but it was really nice, wasn't it?
Yeah. And I do say, I mean, you have to have a certain number of people, don't you, for a private tour, which we arrange.
15 is the minimum.
Yeah. But it's just so much better than trying to go round because everyone was able to ask questions. What they like on pictures, on paintings, on all sorts. And you can never do that when you walk around with one of those ear sort of things. No. So it was really good. So I hope you all enjoyed it too.
So I just shared Deborah's pictures. Here's Marion's pictures from the house. It's interesting the variations of pictures that we all decided to take, wasn't it?
Yeah.
There's the freaky picture. I'll let you explain the freaky picture.
Or do you want me to do it now?
The freaky picture, yeah. Explain what
Yeah.
the freaky picture is.
There was this. Sorry, the freaky picture as you walk by it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was this
that
huge tapestry along a whole wall. And if you kept on looking at the eyes as you walked past the figure and walked past it, the open eye shut and the shut eye opened. So it winked at you. It was really, really weird. I've got no idea how they do anything like that, but it was amazing. Really, really good. I've never seen anything like that before. And I'd have never known. If we hadn't have had a tour guide telling us, I would not have gone back to see if it actually winked, and it did. So it was really good.
Yeah. And then would you like to explain this bed and these steps?
Right. So this bed, like original beds, and there's some steps to go up and down. However, on the second rung up, the second step up, there was actually a hidden potty. You know, and it had a flap, so you had to remember to put the flap down. So people got out of bed, went down a couple of steps, did their business, and you had to remember to put the flap down, because if not, in the morning you would step in it. But incredible that they've got these steps and how they actually made it so people didn't have to venture too far away. But it was just like, oh my God. But of course, people did not have toilets then, and it was all chamber pots. So yeah, it was fun.
This is a picture of Helen's workshop. She wasn't doing an afternoon workshop, but I convinced her to come and do my crochet workshop in the afternoon. She said, but I'm not good, Robert. I don't know what I'm doing. So I said, no, that's fine. We can teach you between us. And so she's thanking me and Lindy for our incredible patience in getting her into crochet. So she is now addicted to another skill set. So you are more than welcome. More pictures of goodie bags. More pictures of I think we showed this one. Another picture of Burley House. More pictures of goodie bags. Goodie bags. Oh, this is Rod's goodie bag. So Rod had been looking at this yarn when he came to the showcase, and he was fascinated by it. So we switched his wool out for that instead. So Brigitte, do have fun, enjoy making something with it. Let us know what you make with it.
And just to explain, it was tencel. It was a mix of tencel, and it's hand dyed. And after it's been hand dyed, it has to be hand wound. It's not like the skeins. And tencel is a poor man's what do you call it? Oh my God, what was that? A poor man's silk, but it just feels like nothing else on earth. It really does. So it was something that was done as a bit of a one-off, and it's so time consuming to do that the person couldn't really do them again.
Oh, Rod wants a cow. Oh, well,
that would be amazing.
I have kind of 2 or 3 suggestions for that. I'm happy to write this pattern for you. This is really straightforward, and this is a pick up, put down pattern. If he wants that, and you can join it at the back. Or there's the one that I did for the wild ones, which has a picot edge, or I could write the wild ones without the picot edge, so that he could then just wrap it around, but it still has the triangular shape in it. Okay, let's catch up on some chat.
And also, just talking about cows, it's different, but the marple scarf, which I'd heard of, but I'd never done until Gogglefrogs, actually, not done until this year, I think. There's been several marple scarves done, and they're great because they stay in place. But Brigitte has adapted the marple scarf to be more of a male scarf. So rather than the pointed edge, like the heart-shaped edge, she's made it more oval,
Oh.
Yeah, amazing. So please post a picture of that. I know it's not finished, Brigitte, but it's so men can wear it and they can stick it under their jacket, and the marple, the way how they stick together, she has adapted it for men. So absolutely amazing.
Oh, well, I'd be really interested in that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd love a copy of that.
Yeah.
George, Brigitte says Linda's picture is of a long stitch embroidery at Burley House. Brigitte couldn't get a decent picture to show the stitches, so Linda kindly sent me a copy of hers. Tapestries are those big wall hangings, which is a kind of woven work. Georgia says she loves the pens. They are fantastic, and the yarn is beautiful. Amber says, thank you everyone for a wonderful start to the weekend. See you in the Facebook group. And Brigitte says he wants one to pull over his head like a tire. Okay. I'm sure you'll be able to find some patterns out there for it.
Yeah.
So, well, Mrs. Goggles, we are nearly at 11 o'clock.
Oh my word.
So, it looks like it's about to rain. I need to go and load up the car for the tip.
Really? Well, I've put one load of washing out. I've got another one to do, so I've got so much washing to do. And my mum did come downstairs while Gogglefrogs was going on. Hello, Mum. So I will come out now and make you breakfast. It's so yeah. So don't worry. There's a cup of tea and there's a piece of toast or Weetabix, whatever you want coming. And then we can sit in the garden. But whatever happens, my mum walked downstairs, and I'm not joking. Like the cat was just, oh my God, straight over to her.
Oh.
Whereas I came downstairs and she was happy to see me sitting by her food bowl. Like, come on. But yeah, so I think we might have some time in the garden. We may go out, but yeah, it's been lovely. And I have actually cast on a new project, and this is for a bit of a slouchy jumper. Yeah. So I'm really happy with this, but I just need to put it in a little carrier bag so the ball doesn't fall to pieces as it hits normal bits of a bag, because they do fall to pieces. So I can see a clear bag over there which I will take and stick it in.
Right, everybody, whatever you're up to this weekend, have a lovely weekend, and please do join us for episode 345, our last ever one, on Wednesday. Tell your friends, tell your family, block your diaries out. I think we'll be on for an hour and a half, maybe 2, depending on what we find to talk about.
Yeah, it'll be a long one.
There will be some very nice surprises in there as well. So it's a huge goodbye and good weekend from me.
And a huge goodbye and have a beautiful weekend from me.
See you soon. Bye.